All right. It's been a minute. So long, so I guess I had to reload shaders. Trying to remember the last thing that I did since I haven't played this in like a week. Oh, that's okay. So that was right. I did all the guardian or the giant blessings, and we got the Ulf villagers that are on our side, as well as the Svine villagers. We have to do the feud, which is who I'm here right now, and then we'll also have to do the Volker. I think that's what I got left. Hello? Housekeeping? Anyone here? So I will say probably my biggest disappointment, not really disappointment, but kind of issue that I kind of have with this game at the moment is I'm so overpowered that there's like no point in me doing anything other than just doing the story. But it's always hard to try to like balance these kind of games that like encourages you to go out and just do all this stuff besides the main story stuff. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, the pop-in. That was the other thing that I had issues with.
You are here, walker in the weirdness. Your arrival heralds change.
Yes.
I am Ingvi. May my stature not surprise you. For the Thoid, it is what you bring to the tribe that matters. I bring myself, my skills, and my devotion. I am my tribe's servant. I've heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Thoid tribe are preparing to fall into sleep, and it is my duty to ensure their safety while they do.
What is a sleep?
We sleep to dream the mother's dream. It is sacred to the Thoid. Until now, only Senya has dreamed, and before her, a long line of devoted and sensitive Thoid warriors. Through the dream, we commune with our guardian giant, the one we call Mother. Now Mother wishes for all of us to join her. She promises to protect us from the weirdness. How do you think you can help us? Can you do more than walk the weirdness? Can you walk through dreams too?
Yes.
If that's the case, I won't stop you from entering. Mother will decide if you're of use to her. But don't you dare harm her, even if you can. If you do, you'll have the entire Thoid tribe against you. That much I'm sure of. As you wish, walker in the weirdness. I won't make any decisions about the dreaming until you return with answers. Or the will of the mother.
There's a couple games I think they're gonna come out this year, maybe, that are kind of like this, maybe, that kind of got my attention. Alcahest looks kind of cool. There was that gameplay trailer that IGN did randomly like 2 days before the Game Awards for Fate Keeper. Both seem very interesting. Oh, it's this way. Whoa.
It gladdens Skull to see you here, for it means we draw ever closer to Sonder. Behold the dreaming, our true home. Walker in the weirdness. As I greeted you in the waking world, so do I welcome you once more.
What is my role here?
Ingvi believes you may unravel the burdens that weigh upon some of the Thoid. Without freeing them from these burdens, they cannot enter Mother's chamber, where each of us must drift into ever deeper dreaming, until at last we reach Sonder. Ingvi's burden is to guard the village of Thoid, to safeguard Mother, and to ensure that all members of the Thoid tribe journey towards Sonder. She awaits the right sign. When it comes, only then will she choose her fate. Life, unfulfilled duties, feelings that tether the soul, keeping it from sinking into the dreaming's embrace. Each of us carries burdens. Once, we of Thoid would end our vigil and return to wakefulness, striving to cast off these burdens through life itself. But your arrival ended the vigil. It began the dreaming, and Thoid may no longer wake, not unless such is Mother's will.
Okay, so I have to do that. Yeah, I was a little shocked that this act doesn't really have massive dungeons like Act 2. Act 2 had the Corrupted Temple and Castle of Sagramore.
Walker, in the weirdness. You're here. Finally. You have to listen to me.
You have to listen to me. So I'm here.
I need to speak with Ingvi. But ever since the dream began, I can't leave this place. She must hear this before it's too late. That's exactly the problem. Sonder is a trap. No one can go there. Especially not Ingvi. Please, I'm begging you. You have to help us.
What do you mean?
The Giant Mother, the one we believe to be Mather, wants us to become her children, to surrender ourselves to her care. But why did we ever assume she was Mather? Our Mother Goddess was a warrior. She gave us the strength to stand against adversity, to unite against those who seek to destroy the Dalriada. And what is this dream, if not turning our backs on our kin? On the other tribes who still fight? Are we to crawl under Mother's skirts while the world burns? Sonder is an escape, and now I see it clearer than ever. If we flee into Sonder instead of standing and fighting, we are no longer Dalriada. There is no honor in this. We are on the verge of losing everything. Our identity as Thoid, our very souls. I don't know if it'll be enough, but you have to try. Tell Ingvi that Rune reminds her of the duty of every Dalriada. We stand and fight. We dunny run. The Giant Mother is not Mather. She's nothing but a weak, selfish wretch who would see the Thoid destroyed. I know my plea must sound desperate. If you grant my request, I'll enter Sunder. I'll be thrown into it whether I want it or no. But if that is the only way to save the tribe, then I will do it. I will sacrifice myself for them.
Okay. They're all gonna have their own quest lines.
You, don't just stand there. Help me find Vilken. I know that filthy swine is hiding somewhere around here. We have to find him.
Who is Vilken?
A filthy beast. A mongrel who tried to put his hands where they didn't belong. Oh, how I wish I had cut them off when I had the chance. But he fled. And now he's entered the Vigil and I will not let him go any further. If he dares try to harm her again, I swear...
Who did he try to harm?
Senya! I swore to protect her, but I failed. I chased Vilken from her bedside, then from the tribe. But he still managed to worm his way into the Vigil. I need to find him. As long as he's out there, Senya will never be safe. And I will never be able to join her in Sonder. Because I saw him. I tried to give chase, but he's surprisingly good at slipping away in this place. He cannot be allowed into Sonder. There is no place for the likes of him among the dreaming. His very presence would be like poison.
Okay, I'll find him.
Good. I'll wait for you here. Bring me his head so I can finally dream in peace.
You are the walker in the weirdness.
Yes.
You walk where few dare.
Yes.
I don't feel worthy of asking for your help.
But you're going to.
I need help. Not for myself, but for those I have failed. My mate Sidara, my friend Bodil, and I went to the Giant's Barrow. We sought knowledge, a sign that we still walked toward Mother's dream. But what we found instead was ruin. Bodil, our companion, did not return. And Sidara, the White's touch took hold of her. She's no longer herself, not truly.
So what needs to be done?
Find Bodil. End his suffering.
We can do
And
that.
Sidara, she still sleeps, but her soul cannot rest. They must be freed from this curse. Then, at last, we will have peace. We will join Mother in her sleep. Bodil's earthly vessel might still be in the White's lair. As for Sidara, she sleeps in our hut, beside me. I feel her. So close yet so distant. Please, bring back my loved ones. Free their souls. Then, maybe we can find ourselves again. Join the Mother.
Okay.
Ho ho ho, you're here. Munvarth knew you'd come, even before we headed to the Mother's chamber.
Who's Munvarth?
He's my friend. My raven friend. I mean, he's a raven. Feathers, wings, a beak, all the raven things. And he's the reason I'm worried. Well, not really him, actually. It's my stupid head, always forgetting things. Before I entered the Mother's dream, I told myself, Yarnsver, remember to let Munvarth out. And, of course, I forgot. Damned useless head, and rip it off my shoulders and toss it into the abyss if I could. You will. I'd do it myself, but I can't go back anymore. For Toids, dreams are a one-way journey. Both Munvarth and I would be forever grateful. Here, this is the key to his cage. It works like any key. Just stick it in the lock and turn it. I hope I can travel back to the waking world. And please, make sure to apologize to Munvarth for me.
Sure. I have multiple things that require me going back to the normal world. So let me see. Can I just leave the way I came?
Behold, Walker. This is one of Mother's earthly faces. She watches over us now in the dreaming, as she once did in the waking world. I believe Mather watches your path with great intent, as do I.
Okay, that's clearly not how I get out of here then. Oh, this is where I came from. My bad. Alright, let's do this one first. Let's go free the raven. Nevermore. Doubt is a lonely place. Oh, that's right. This guy wanted me to talk to Ingvi.
Walker in the weird... I've heard the members of the Thoid try... Ah, Runa. I suppose that means you simply must tell me whatever it is. Just because it is his wish. He has told you, I hope, how much he longed to become chieftain. He tried everything to be chosen. One of those attempts nearly cost me my life. But among the Thoid, ambition is one of the gravest sins. That is why I was chosen as chieftain. I was the only one who did not seek it. Does he now? And he's only just come to this realization. Now that he's in there, and I'm stuck here. Let me guess. He wants to switch places. To take the chieftain's seat while there's still a tribe left to lead. Sacrificing himself for the tribe? That is unlike Runa. It does make me wonder. You don't know Runa like I do. He would never do anything that doesn't serve his ambitions. But entering Sonder goes against his desires. And if someone like him acts against his own nature, it's worth considering why. The difference between us is that I face my challenges, while Runa flees from his at all costs. Taking him at his word would be naive, but I cannot ignore what he says. I bear a great responsibility. On the one hand, there is the myth the Thoid have followed for centuries. On the other, my own doubts, and the opinion of a man who's known to work against me. Tell me, Walker in the Weirdness, you do not share our burdens. What would you do in my place? I will. You have my word. You, Walker in the Weirdness, see things in a way the Thoid cannot. We've always placed our trust in intuition. And if mine tells me there may be truth in Runa's words, perhaps I should heed by it. Thank you for your involvement. My duty as chieftain is to hear the voices of my entire tribe, even those who are not respected, like Runa. You may leave me to my thoughts now.
I'm gonna finish eating this real quick. Damn it. Uh-huh. That's right. That's what my guy looks like. This weird helmet. Alright, good enough for now. Wait, I have to kill... Okay, so I have to kill 2 people.
The room. The room. My beloved. My beloved. The room.
Alright, well. She did. Alright, and then the other guy that I'm here to kill already turned into a white. Right, I think that's what we doing. That looks fucking creepy. Interesting. Kind of cool looking. Level up. Wait, I'm confused. Oh no. Literally just swim across. Another frozen sword. I got like 4 of those now. Whew. There he is. He had a health bar and everything. But, you know. That's crazy. This is a crazy looking area. Oink. Oh. I'm like, what is this? Your attacks deal 20% extra damage as fire damage. So are we talking I'm gonna just do even more damage? Or it's converting 20% of my damage to fire damage? We're about to find out. I've been heavy stacking that fire. That's still pretty sick. Yeah, for whatever reason, the FPS on this elevator is funky. Like my in-game FPS, it says, you know, I'm at 144. Okay, now we're back to normal. Dude, I still can't believe I played like the first like 55 hours of this game when my monitor was set to 60 hertz. Like, what was I doing? Like, this is the combat music. Like, what's going on here? All right, in we go. Let's go. Okay. I want to do this one first. That way I can just turn them all in at once. Essentially. You know, MMO style. Oh, I forgot I leveled. The big ass door. I really wish that Obsidian would make like Pillars of Eternity 3. I would love to play another CRPG in the Pillars world.
Have you found him? Have you killed him? Oh, thank Mother. Senya is finally safe, and now I can see her again. Thank you. Wait, who are you exactly? You look like an outsider, yet you entered the dreaming. Walker in the weirdness. You? Oh, thank Mother. That means the vigil will soon end, and we will all be together. And I will see Senya again. I do. I swore to watch over her in her sleep, and it has been an honor, but I miss her presence. I miss the sound of her voice. She's so still when she dreams. I wish she would smile again. Have a good sleep, I guess. Thank you, Walker in the weirdness. Now that wretch is finally gone, I surely will.
Felt it. The weight, it is lifted. Their souls are free, and now there is only one more task to be done. You must send me to her. Wherever Sidara may be, I will follow. And I know we will be closer to Mother then.
You want me to kill you?
More than I have ever been. But listen, my body still clings to this world. The flesh resists what the soul has already accepted. When the moment comes, I may fight. Not because I wish to, but because I am still bound to this place. Still outside Sonder. Do not hesitate. Strike true. And when I am gone, let the wind carry my name to Mother. Thank you for understanding. For not making this harder than it must be.
I got you, bro.
Let this be the last battle I ever fight.
I was like, where'd his body go?
everything is in Yngvi's hands. I trust she will make the right choice.
Hello, it is you. Did you manage to free him from the cage? Thank you. I hope he finds a new home, or at least some other ravens to keep him company. And I can already feel my burden lifting. Now I can join Mother and Senya in their chamber.
Excuse me. Oh. Wrong spot. Yeah, he's probably literally at the door. The one that I had mentioned. Yup.
You have come, Walker in the Weirdness. Jarnsfor, Rune, Alfild, Trim. You do not yet grasp the weight you have lifted from their shoulders. No matter how great or small their burden, it still bound them, kept them from journeying towards the deepest layer of the dreaming. But now they may step into Mother's chamber, and you shall be granted this privilege as well. After all, this is why you are here, is it not?
It is time to enter.
Indeed, the time has come.
It's a big giant. Ooh, it's still alive. You can see the head's moving.
I have watched your journey, Walker in the Weirdness. I saw how you helped the lost Thoid children face their burdens, the weight that kept them from entering this chamber. For that, you have my gratitude. But I know you have your own purpose. Now tell me what it is.
I'd like to join the Thood tribe in Sonder. Okay, yep.
So you have chosen to follow the voice of the tribes and his fading hope. Gerfan, a man who so desperately wished to be a unifier, who carries such a deep thirst for retribution, while I strengthened my bonds with the human children of the Thoid tribe. I learned much of his mission. He believes tradition can be a driving force. That some things must unfold as they always have. That is why he waits for Yngvi. But Yngvi's place is here, among us. And when her kin entered my chamber, the Thoid Elder's burden was lifted. She has no reason to remain in a world crumbling into ruin. All for the ambitions of one old man.
I need Arthur's helmet.
Rebuilding old myths will not undo the inevitable. The past is a graveyard, Walker. If you keep chasing it, if you keep digging up what was buried long ago, you will find yourself in a grave before long.
Enough. There is no reasoning with the giant's stubborn nature.
Ooh.
No matter what you say, she'll keep dragging you deeper into the labyrinth of her mind. That is why I ordered the giants to sleep. Their nature was unpredictable. They reveled in strange manipulations, willing to wager their own lives in primitive bets and frivolous games. And so, I speak. Whatever this one demands, grant it. That is the order of the king to whom you swore fealty.
I was wondering how long you would stay silent, letting the human whose body you stole speak for you. You have lasted surprisingly long. I suppose emptiness and oblivion have taught you some humility. Nevertheless, greetings, Arthur. I am glad I have finally dreamt of this moment. The moment I can tell you, face to face, that everything is your fault. Avalon is falling because you existed. Because you continue to exist. This is also the moment I accuse you of murdering my children. And the children of the other giants.
What's she talking about?
Your human king got to know us well. When he ordered the giants to sleep, he knew that our children could not dream. Dreaming is something giants grow into with age. Having no choice but to obey, we left our children behind in the waking world. Alone, defenseless, condemned to the coldness of death. Quiestra, the child I once held in my arms, never dreamed with me. While I built layer upon layer of my dreaming, she was dying. But I had time. Enough time to dream of Sonder. A place and a state where death holds no power. There, I will dream, Quiestra. I will give shelter to the entire Thoid tribe, including Ingavi. I will not abandon any more children to the waking world.
Is this true?
I have made many terrible mistakes during my reign, but I always considered what was best for my people. At least, that was my intention. I wanted to make Avalon our home.
I love how they make
free
Arthur
from the
like
plague,
not
free
so
from
good.
forces that would seek to oppose us. I thought that my return would restore balance, that I could prevent Avalon's fall.
Your idea of what is good is twisted, human king. As for you, mortal, yes, you need the blessing of the tribes to claim the crown. Those were the terms of the sacred pact, but you will have to manage without the Thoid. They will all come with me into Sonder. I will care for them as if they were my own children. And I will save them from this world's corruption.
I feel like this is the only... Man. Fuck it.
Indeed, you have the right to make such a demand. The role you played in the fate of the Thoid grants you that authority. And Ingvi, she will accept the path laid before her without protest. Perhaps it is only fair that the last of her people remains awake. That some trace of the beautiful children of Thoid may endure until the end of time. Very well. So be it. The way to Sonder is closed to Elder Ingvi. Her duty now is to carry the legacy, tribe. Walker, although you carry fragments of the King's soul within you, the choices are yours to make. I entrust you with the blessing of my rune, hoping you will choose wisely.
Nani?
And you, Arthur, do not think you still command everything. You are a prisoner of your own legacy. It is done. Our long dreamt of meeting has come to an end, and I am pleased with the outcome. Leave now, and let us dream.
All right. I guess that went well. Both sides got what they wanted, more or less. About the Mother Giant.
At the time, I saw no other way. We had no way to control the giants, and we couldn't allow them to form an alliance with the Foredwellers. So we resorted to deception. The giants are cunning creatures. Had we not gained the upper hand, they would have turned on us at the first opportunity. I am not proud of it, but war follows its own cruel laws.
That argument is growing tiresome. He's saying that every time. This whole game, Arthur's like, well, it's not good, but war never changes.
It is. And you should stop asking questions when you already know the answer. That way, you won't be so easily bored. And what do you think would have become of Avalon if the warlike Dalrita, already revering the giants as they are now, had the chance to worship them as living, active beings? The giants were too powerful to remain among us, especially on lands gifted to the tribes of the Dalrita. There were those among us who demanded their complete destruction. That I would not allow. It was already punishment enough that they enslaved their own children and used them as a bargaining tool. I do not blame the Theod mother for her anger. She has every right to it.
Okay, what have I been doing? Was I doing Dex, Endurance? Oh, that's right, I was doing the crit stuff. I don't know if I need it anymore. Yeah, let's pump some stamina. Okay, I think I need to talk to the Elder, even though she's like young as fuck.
Walker in the weirdness. I don't know what to say. Has Mother sensed my doubts? My true burden? Deep down, I've always felt that Sonder was not my destiny. I envied Therov for joining One-Eye's rebellion and getting to see the world. I envied Taranis for his work with the Alchemists Guild. Now I will have the chance to know real life. But I cannot be the elder of a tribe with no tribe. Perhaps I will join those who refused Mother's call. For the first time in my life, I feel free. The Thoid. We have long been divided between those who follow Mother and those who were deaf to her call. Or at least, that's what we believed. That they were cowards, unfaithful, ungrateful wretches. But I was never convinced by those words. To me, they were simply brothers who dared to walk their own path, even at the cost of eternity. Deep down, I admired them. I am still Thoid, and I am young. When I come of age, I can bring more Thoid into this world, perhaps even with the help of those who return home one day. It's hard to say, but I don't truly care.
Proper
They
answer.
will either accept us, or they won't. But who knows? Perhaps this time we will grow closer to them. I've always thought they envied our direct connection to Mother. With Mother gone, perhaps we will finally build a true rapport. I am certain they will be. They will believe what they choose to believe. It will be a new beginning. My role as elder was to guide the Thoid of old to the dreaming. But those who come after them will live in the waking world, and I will guide them too. At last, I will be allowed to grow up, and I'll admit, I cannot wait. I don't know how Gerfan will react to an elder without a tribe, but, well, he summoned me, so I will come. There is a reason why the Thoid made me their elder. My power, despised by the other Delrida, is truly unrivaled. And on the battlefield, a skilled Thoid is worth 10 Volker warriors steeped in Mather's fury. I know I will always wonder what Sonder would have been like. And I know my heart will grieve for my kin. But something tells me this path is not closed to me forever. If there truly is a place we go after death, perhaps it is Sonder. That would also align with Runa's claim that Sonder is a trap, and that, in truth, everyone dies before entering Sonder. Maybe he was right. If so, then when I die, my soul will awaken in Sonder. I will see my tribe again. And finally, I will meet Mother. That is what I have decided to believe. See you at the moot, Walker in the Weirdness.
Okay, one done.
Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Alright, not too bad. Oh, whoops. Where is their fast travel thing? What is up with my audio? Maybe it's only on my end.
Halt! No entry, outsider. And you've got the seal. Funny how he only remembers us when he needs something. Fine. Go on then, and speak with our chieftain, Angsvar. Just try not to piss him or anyone off. The only other way out of this village is a long drop straight down.
Madman.
You don't belong here. Mother speaks and I listen. She says you must be tested. You don't want to fight? Ha! Weakness has no place here. You'll fight whether you want to or
You'll
not.
fight.
And you will fight to the death.
Alright, well. Goodbye. See ya.
Greetings, stranger. I'm Angsvar, the chieftain of the Volkil tribe. What brings you here? Ah, Taig. Taig was a problem. The poor man had gone mad. He claimed to hear Mother's voice, that the goddess was commanding him to fight and die a noble death. Someone would have granted him that death long ago. It would have been kinder than his torment. But defeating a madman in combat brings no honor, so he suffered. And we suffered alongside him. Your act was an act of mercy. It's good that someone finally took it upon themselves to do it. We'll need to inform Helmi, Taig's widow. It's best if you handle it. Offer her your condolences. And don't worry, she'll understand that it had to be done. Really, me, a representative of the madmen forsaken by Mother. Does he think I don't know we're the joke of the other tribes? What? Does he want them to laugh in my face instead of behind my back? An agreement. For centuries, every tribe has only looked out for itself. A single conversation isn't going to change that. Besides, with the others there, we'll never be treated as equals. That's just the way it's always been. That's what we are in the eyes of the other Dalrita. Sure, they respect our berserker's fury, when it's not too frequent, and when it happens to serve their battles. But deep down, they see it as madness. They're afraid that in our rage, we might mistake them for the enemy. Unfortunately, I must refuse. The Volkil tribe will not join the moot. We have our own issues to attend to. There is one thing, but I'm not sure you can do much about it. It's embarrassing to ask an outsider for help, but I have no other choice. Not far from the village, there's a hill that used to be the seat of our elders. At least, it was. Until bandits moved in and likely killed everyone there. They've destroyed the bridge, fortified the stronghold, and now they sit there, practically spitting in our faces. I know. We've fallen far.
Yeah,
Once,
sounds
we
like
were a
it.
proud tribe. Now, we're stuck watching petty thugs parade around our own land. Mother is clearly showing us what she thinks of us. We did. We lost too many good warriors. We underestimated them. On top of that, many Volkir left to join One Eye. So our numbers are thin. We don't even have our Berserker potion. We lost it, along with Mother's Grace. Yes.
You kind of need
my
that.
warriors couldn't do it. I don't expect you to manage it alone. Still, maybe if you could sneak in there somehow and... I don't know. Either way, anyone who helps drive those dogs off our land will be rewarded. I appreciate your courage, though I hope it is courage, and not just foolish bravado.
Okay. My bad. Okie dokie. Oh, we actually have multiple quests that we just got. You know, the Volker reclaimed the last part of their village. That's the main one. Let's do this one first. Actually, hold on. Let me check his home. I feel like that's another issue that I do have with this game. This game is dark. And yeah, so every time I'm talking now, there's static. I can hear it, like pinging. And it wasn't doing this earlier. It just randomly started doing it. So strange.
Oh, Tiga, what have you done? Why did you leave me like this? So brave, yet so foolish. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, you startled me. Barging into a Delrida woman's house without knocking. You're lucky to still be breathing. Wait, you're the one who gave him a good death, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm Helmi. Yes, Tiga was my husband.
I was the one who killed your husband.
And
You're
I
welcome.
suppose I should thank you. I'm only sorry that Tiga is gone. But I am grateful to you. You acted honourably, allowing him to challenge you. No one else was willing to do it. The Delrida think fighting a madman is dishonourable, as if madness could be caught like a sickness. Madder, help me, it's utter nonsense. My poor Tiga. He'd be the first I'd like to kill. But without my husband and without my calling, I don't know what would happen to me if they cast me out. Well, I'll manage somehow. I've survived one heartbreak with Meder. I'll survive another. Now, please, just leave me alone. I don't believe Meder was speaking to him. And I know what I'm talking about. Before I got married, my greatest dream was to become the Volker matron. But I believe that he believed it. That's why they thought he was mad. If I had become a priestess, Tiga would still be alive. I would have loved him from afar, but at least he'd still be here. It's hard not to. Maybe there was something I could have done. Maybe I missed some symptoms, signs that his illness was getting worse. It's nice of you to try and comfort me, but I need to deal with my grief on my own. Though I'll admit, right now, I'd gladly kill half of my tribe. especially those who refuse to grant him a good death.
Well then. I will leave you to it. Alrighty, looks like I gotta... Oh shit. Gravity! Yep. Goddamn gravity. Forgot I got this sick looking sword too. Fortunately, it's not as good. Okay, so I gotta figure out how to get down there without dying. Elevator might do it. Oh, I can see some people walking around. Yeah, that's so weird. I wonder if it's something with the patch. Because there was a patch. Yeah, the elevator looks off. Like my whole game is at 144 hertz FPS. And then for whatever reason, the elevators look like it's at 30. Like, what? Oh. Really am curious to what the DLC, their next like little DLC thing is going to include. Had to see.
Really? How? No, don't tell me. Let it stay between you and Mother. I feel she has a hand in this. Thank you for stepping up for us. I promised a hefty reward, and now it's yours. And since Mother helped with reclaiming the seat of the Elders, maybe her grace will also guide us with the matter of the empty temple. Frigg, the matron who served there, disappeared one fateful day. We searched everywhere, but it was no use. It was like she vanished into thin air. The sacred totem of Mother, passed down from matron to matron, disappeared with her. Without it, we can't appoint a successor, and the temple has remained empty ever since. You're right. Only a matron can brew the sacred potion that allows us to enter the battle frenzy. Without it, the Volker tribe isn't worth much. It's hard to blame her. She left after the massacre of Gunvalder. Her daughter was with a man from that tribe, and was in the village when it happened. Frigg was furious that we didn't come to their aid. But tell me, would anyone have helped us if the situation had been reversed? Of course not. I've spent years questioning whether I made the right decision back then. Even now, I don't have an answer. And I no longer have the strength to dwell on it. We gave up searching for her a long time ago. It's pointless. Mother made her judgment clear. But if you're set on trying anyway, speak with Bride. He'll know more than I do.
Oh, it's this guy. Makes sense it would be this dude right here.
Ah, so you're the one who lit up this sad old pillar. You almost caused a stir among those sad lumps. Almost. So, I guess you're not exactly what they've been waiting for. But you've certainly piqued my curiosity. This tribe. Once hailed as mighty warriors. Now they're just sitting around, waiting for someone to save them. If it's not their matron they're hoping for, then it's for the pillar to flood the village in scarlet light. They've lost their purpose and are desperate for someone to give it back to them. That's a good question. The pillar reacted to me when I first arrived, although very faintly. And now it's reacting to you for some undeniably fascinating reasons I'd love to hear about. But here's the real puzzle. Why does the pillar respond to creatures touched by the weirdness? And what exactly are they waiting for if nothing is ever enough? I doubt even Angsvar could answer that, but you should ask him anyway. I'm quite curious to hear what he'll tell you. That's what they call their priestess. She disappeared long ago and never returned. The Volker claim she took Mater's favor with her, leaving them cursed. They act like a spoiled child whose mother suddenly got cross with them, and they can't understand what is happening. It should be amusing, but somehow it's not. Meet me later at the temple, fellow brother in the weirdness. I have a feeling we'll have plenty to talk about.
Probably. Ay, ay, ay. We gotta have this quest. Shop?
Come closer, dearie. Tell me. Ah! You're a real charmer, aren't you? That's one of the things I miss about traveling across Avalon. Men outside the Forlorn Swords know how to use their words, make a woman feel special. The Delrida don't put much stock in talk, especially the Volker. But it's still nice to hear something kind now and then.
I'm like, do I have anything to sell? That I do not.
What do you want? Unless you can tell me where my era is, I got nothing to say to you. You... what? Damn it all! If we'd met sooner, I would have begged you to bring her home. But now, it's over. All of it. Gone forever. My poor, wonderful era. That's what I feared. And what I tried to drown out with drinking. Era. Even at the end, she cared for me the only way she knew. But the thought of never seeing her again, it's unbearable. Take this for your trouble. And for showing a rare sense of honor. Especially for someone outside the Delrieda. And thank you for not selling her ring. It means everything to have something of hers to hold on to. Her memory will live on, even if she couldn't stay.
Man, I am just getting this wave of being so tired. But I also can feel I'm getting there. Things are getting close to an end. Level up. Oh no, I was doing stamina. Arena from over after staggering enemy restores. Oh, that's not bad. Good lord. Good lordy.
Hello again, fellow outsider. Welcome to the heart of the Volker's desolation.
Oh. What are you selling me? Okay, you ain't got shit. Nothing I want.
It's always a pleasure. Matron Frigg. I doubt she'd have been pleased to see me here, in a place that belonged only to her and those who came before. The Volkers say she cursed them and left, that Mater herself hid her tracks so she could never be found. They're wrong. At least about finding her. She may be gone, but her presence is everywhere. You just need to follow it. You've seen it by now. On Avalon, the weirdness is always there. Thick in some places, thin in others, but never truly gone. And everyone leaves their mark on it. Some faint, some strong, But someone like the Volker matron, she'd leave a trail bright as a blaze. You just need to find it. When you find the totem, don't go running straight to Angsvar. Bring it here instead. If a new matron takes her place, these doors will close to both of us forever. And I need to know what's behind them. I'll repay you, I promise. Answers and more.
Nani?
You're the one who put in all the hard work, after all. I'll be right behind you.
What is the next? Let me see. Of course it is though. Whoa. Oh, nope, wrong person. Who the fuck is Aki?
If it and huh? Sour herring and cheese. What's cheese? Never heard of that. Sounds like some bloody Camelot nonsense, but I'll give it a go, because, you know, I like sour things. And I like fish. Might be good. I'll try to cook it. If I ever get my hands on this, cheese, thank you, outsider. Ah, now that's a different story. I know exactly what that is. We call it, gribelot here, because after eating it, folks tend to, you know, grib. A real delicacy. Oh, to grib means, you know, grib. Fart, yeah? After gribelot, huh? Give me a moment.
That is too funny.
Aye, right. I made it. But what the hell did you give me, eh? I felt pure agony at first. Never eaten anything like it. It's damn good. Sour herring and cheese. Oh, that mate of yours has a sharp mind. What tribe is he from? A Camelosian cooked something so tasty. It must have been the rune sending him to the wrong place. He'd fit in much better among the Volkers, yeah. When you come back to me...
It's because of that quest. I do sometimes like wish I was a caster, because then I could make that or I could use the spell to turn people into cheese. Oh, that could have been so good.
With our luck, it couldn't have ended any other way. But the totem, was it with her? If so, we can at least name her successor. Could it be that Mother is finally smiling upon us? Thank you. Feels like seeing the first light of dawn after a night that refused to end. But this isn't the end of our misfortunes. Elspeth, the girl chosen to be the next matron, took her own life today.
Oh boy.
threw herself onto the rocks. Hard to say. It's been a dark time for all of us. But maybe she had her own burdens. Ones we never saw. Shame she chose such a dishonor. Shame she did it. Certain. She was well liked. Nobody would have had anything to gain from her death. And I refuse to believe that any Volker would kill their own kin. Especially not a matron-to-be. We need a matron. And if she won't name one, I'll have to do it myself. It goes against tradition. But I don't have a choice. Maybe you should check Elspeth's hut. See if she left any notes or hints about who should follow her.
Give me one sec. Okay. What? Combat music. Oh shoot, I don't think I need to be here.
You? What you doing here? Haven't you done enough? You're the reason Elspeth is dead now. If you hadn't pried into Volker business, she'd still be here.
What? What are you talking about?
You brought back the matron's totem. We hoped it would stay lost forever. But now the doors are open again and Elspeth's worst fears have come true. No. Frigg had chosen Elspeth's mother as her successor, but then Frigg disappeared and Elspeth's mother fell ill. Everyone feared that even if the totem was found, we'd be left without a matron. On her deathbed, Elspeth's mother named Elspeth as her successor. She never wanted it. But you don't refuse your dying mother, do you? We thought the tribe would eventually move on, find new ways to worship Mather, and leave this madness behind. But then you showed up. You don't know? They didn't tell you? Being the matron is torment. It only ends in death. When a matron undergoes initiation, it's said she becomes a living vessel for Mather's wrath. It's like drinking that cursed potion. Your veins burn and your mind screams for blood. Our matrons spend their days isolated, barely holding back the berserker madness that threatens to consume them. They rely on calming herbs, meditation, whatever they can, but they need an iron will to endure. Elspeth wasn't like that. She wore her heart on her sleeve. She loved people. She loved the mountains. She wasn't meant to spend her days alone in a dark room, hovering on the brink of madness. And bring down the wrath of the entire tribe on us both? After everything that's happened in Volker, do you really think they'd calmly accept her saying no? They wouldn't care about our plans for the future. Plans that don't involve Elspeth being stuck in the temple forever. To them, It's an honor. This entire tribe is worthless. They all see themselves as Mather's chosen, yet they act like sheep who can't survive without a herding dog. I wanted to. I would have become nameless and lived among the non-reader, anything to stay together. But Elspeth, she couldn't. She said she couldn't break the promise she made to her mother. And what about her promises to me? How were they any different? A broken word is a broken word, whether it's to me, to you, or to Mather herself. She didn't want to live without honour. But she died without it anyway, and I couldn't stop her. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, me too. Now you see why we don't like outsiders prying into our business. Here, Elspeth left this letter for you. I found it among her things. She must have written it when word got out that you were looking for Frigg. Take it and go. There's nothing left for you here.
Okay. There's that. I'm having trouble staying awake. And that sucks because I want to keep playing this. Oh, am I supposed to read it?
Dead by her own hand, rather than serve as matron. How could she do this? We needed her. The tribe needed her. And now what are we supposed to do? The tribe cannot survive without a matron, but I cannot force anyone to take the mantle. We've seen what can happen. Find us a matron stranger. Someone willing. Someone with strength. I can't ask them myself. They will obey. Find us a matron stranger, and I will attend the moot. That's a promise of the Volkir. Yes.
Yellow.
Of course you'd suggest Helmi. I'm just a bit concerned about her temper. If the moot goes Gurfhan's way, I'd rather that fire be directed at our enemies. Still, she's always been devoted. Maybe you're right. Maybe she does deserve this after all this time. I'll talk to her. If I can get a word in edgewise, and I remember my promise. I will attend the moot. There aren't many of us left. But it's time we reclaim our honor. Mother is with us again. And we'll make those Camelot dogs fear her wrath. And if this is the end of us, well, at least we'll fall as true Volkir.
Okay. Oh, do I have them? Oh, let me do this one. I could finally see what's beyond. This is a side quest. What?
Oh, you're back. I tried following you, but the door shut right in front of my face. Almost on my nose, to be honest. Maybe I could go in now, but first I'd rather you just tell me what happened in there. A four-dweller? Ah, so it's just as I suspected. But why would a four-dweller be in what's supposed to be the Temple of Meter? Oh, I see now. According to the Volker legends, the first berserkers were born on the battlefield during the war with the Four-Dwellers. Mater was supposed to lend them her anger and strength, but maybe the truth is far more visceral. Blood has power. The Druids always knew that. And the blood of a Four-Dweller must have been the purest weirdness, the purest intent. If you believed it could make you invincible, then that's exactly what it would do. You will do with this knowledge what you see fit. Angstfar and I, we've had our differences. I doubt he'd believe me, and honestly, I'm not brave enough to try to convince him. Now, I promised you a reward. I'll give you something he refused, but it might be of some use to you. I've managed to create a recipe for something similar to their potion. It's not as potent, but now that I know what it is, it's far less damaging to the body. Take it. You look like you've still got a long journey ahead of you.
Yes.
Don't mention it. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I think I'll stay here for a while and see how things unfold. After that, I'll find another mystery to chase. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross again, fellow traveler in the weirdness. In the meantime, try not to get into too much trouble. Unless it's something interesting.
Ooh. That's actually like legit pretty good.
No. How would I? The tribes were our allies, but they commanded their own forces. The truth is, that war made monsters out of us all. The Four-Dwellers weren't just any normal enemy. The way they looked, the way they wielded the weirdness. To many, they seemed almost godlike. I don't condone what the Volker did, but sadly, I understand it.
Man, I'm excited for Crimson Desert in like a month and a half. I just hope it's actually good. Oh, I thought I did have it. Never mind. No, no. They will all attend. I got them all to agree. See, this gives me feelings of back when I used to play EverQuest back in the day of going to, oh, why can't I remember what it was called? The giant city. Kale Drackle, I believe is what it was called. All right.
Yes? This pleases me greatly. The Svain are the finest sculpts this land has ever known. Their skills will be invaluable in the war, and in shaping Avalon afterward. Allow me, in return for your effort and intervention, to return this piece of armor to you. It will improve your chances in the trials of the King's threat.
King Arthur's gauntlets.
How did you manage to convince the Twyde tribe? They've always kept to themselves, no matter the hardships we faced. You've done the impossible, and I want to give you an artifact the Twyde tribe once guarded. Here, a part to the king's armor they were tasked with guarding. It will aid you as you face the challenges of the king's threat. You have no idea how glad I am that the threat of Tryggve has passed, and that they've managed to appoint a new chieftain. The members of the Ulfred tribe are always the first to fight. Their strength and endurance are unmatched. Without them, we could forget about any real war effort, especially against Camelot. So, allow me to offer you a gift in thanks for aiding their tribe. A unique piece of our king's armor, forged by Ulfr himself, the very forefather they take their name from. Could it be that the Volker have uncovered the truth about Mother? Unbelievable. Of all the tribes, I thought the Volker would be the least likely to show. Take these pieces of the king's armor, once guarded by the Volker. A gift in return for the help you gave him. May they serve you well in the king's threat. Go now, my king, and reclaim your crown. All the tribes can do now is patiently wait for your return.
Now you ask me, when it was your choices and actions that led to those consequences. You managed to unite all of the Dalrita. That is no small feat, especially considering they tend to fight each other when they have no one else to battle. Gerfana should be pleased.
Okay. How bad is this gear? You deal increased damage to 4 dwellers. Oops. God damn it, I keep hitting the wrong damn thing. Okie dokie. Creepy as shit. It's myself that's setting me on fire. Don't worry about it. It's just a minor burn. I was about to jump. I'm having a hard time, dude. My eyes are like so blurry and... The strength of my burn on the enemies is insane. This place almost seems kind of maze-like. It's dark. Dude, I can't see shit. Parade blade. Sounds like a one-hander. No, it's a two-hander. Blocking and parrying increases critical hit chance by 25. Critical hits decrease block cost and parry cost. Really, really interesting type of weapon. What does it look like, though? I mean, it looks cool, but... we got the ox. Had to try. We had to try. I was like, why is this area all in sunlight? Oh, I'm about to fight this guy. Let's go. I'll see how fast I can kill him. Show me what you got. Or I'll just do that. Oh, that was very easy.
I am his burden, the man beneath the myth. I am the face that time forgot, the name that was never enough.
Alright, we're gonna see some flashback-iness.
First, you used these people to win yourself a kingdom, and now you herded them here under threat of being stomped to death by giants if they leave or disobey. After all that they've gone through, all that they've done, all that they've suffered, this is how you intend to repay them?
No kingdom will stand with people like them within its borders. They would have to change their ways. The Del Rita are not ready for this. You know this.
You did worse than all of them combined, and you are the one responsible for all they've done so far. They fought for your name and under your banners. Does this mean you're not fit to be a king? Not ready to have a kingdom?
I left the heritage of Pendragon behind me. I severed the ties between myself and my tribe. I lost all that tied me to the past when I became king. I set a new path for myself. They are not ready to do that.
Bullshit. You forced them to go against their sacred traditions. You destroyed their identities. They betrayed their comrades because you ordered them to. They kidnapped the children of the giants because you told them to do it. Everything they did was so that you could win this war. And now what? You're going to punish them for being your best, fiercest soldiers, most loyal of your men?
This is not...
Oh, stop with your excuses already. You broke them, and now you're abandoning them to starve or freeze to death in these damned lands.
This kingdom needs to be built on peace, Caradoc. Letting them live among merchants, lords, and ladies in Camelot or Timberwall. How would that go?
Exactly as anyone would expect it to go.
So we would end up with a civil war. Right after we won the war that almost annihilated us all.
Oh, damn you. I've had enough. I stood by you through everything. Even what you did to me. To Seawall. I let it all slide. I told myself it was for something. For a noble cause. But this is where I draw the line. I renounce my oaths, and I'm walking away. Put a blade in my back if that helps you sleep. I don't care. Not anymore.
Okay. Well, let me do this. When using King Soul, your physical damage and spell power increased by 50%. Using King Soul, your actions do not cost mana. Ooh, that's huge, but I'm gonna go with this one first. Alright, talk to me, Arthur.
Now I remember it all. I left the best of my people here. I betrayed their loyalty. And for what? Everything is in ruin. Everything I struggled to build is corrupted. This land, it had a glorious past, but it has no future. There is no way to save it.
You were right about the Dalriada.
And what if my decision costs them the ability to grow? What if instead of helping them become better, I force them to stay set in their ways? I may have been right about the diagnosis, but now I see that I could have been wrong about the cure. The tribes helped us win the war. They were fearless and followed every order. They were the most loyal of all. But I left them broken. And after the war, their bloodlust was insatiable. I had to do something. This felt like the only choice. I come from the Pendragon bloodline, a heritage drenched in as much blood as that of the Del Rita. A heritage that pillaged and fought in the homelands for longer than anyone can remember, and unable to build anything that withstood the test of time. I decided to leave it behind me when we won the war against the Four Dwellers, and built our kingdom on Avalon on stronger foundations. Now we've seen that my bloodline must have been cursed. The Giants sided with our enemy. We had to find a way to remove them from the equation. So, under cover of night, the tribes stole their children. I told the Giants their offspring were our hostages, and that we would slaughter them if they refused to bend the knee.
Jesus, man.
One of the most humiliating moments of that whole war, both for me and for the Del Rita. Caradoc had the clearest eyes of any of us. He saw things for what they were. And I think I destroyed that. Destroyed him with all I did. I turned him into this. And now he's only a shadow of the man I once knew. He used to carry hope. Now all he carries is vengeance. There's nothing left. Nothing worth saving. Nothing worth rebuilding. I gave everything I had to this land. My blood, my soul, my name. And the land devoured it all. I betrayed the ones who believed in me. I cut down the men who fought for me. I turned away from my own blood to build something better. And all I built was another ruin. I thought I was forging a future. I was just extending the fall. Do what you want. There's nothing about this land
damn, he's
that I
broken.
recognize anymore. All I've ever done got turned into dust, corrupted against my intentions, destroyed. Why bother?
Whew. Oh, hello there.
Once and future king, you return. Speak your will through the mortal you now inhabit. Is it time for us to awaken?
Ooh, shit. Launch on Camelot. No, I need to stay true to how I was playing the game. I was pro Camelot, baby. So, bring order to the Forlorn Swords.
The Del Rita were our eyes through long centuries of subjugation. We honor their fierce and burning spirits. But we know their rule would be merciless and drenched in blood. The giants know that bloodshed must be halted. Your will shall be done.
Okay. Well, thank you. Ooh, that's... So are these guys just all sleeping? Are they actually all alive? I mean, I don't know. It looks like they're chained and bolted to the walls. Alright, I need to switch my gear back. It's actually not that good. If only I had Excalibur, huh? But I do not have Excalibur. So I know there is a tomb that I need to enter. I know where one is. It's like over here. Oh shoot, this is not the right spot. Fine. We'll just go to the Volker village. See it down there from here. Tomb of a Knight. Bro, this place is huge. Maybe this is that big dungeon I was looking for. Milkweed. All right. There's no lever. The layout kind of reminded me actually of Castle Sagramore. Just a little bit. I can't remember if I have something that makes me like immune to burning or something like that. I just don't really see a point in bothering to look. Not anymore. Why bother? As Arthur would say. Whoa. Who the fuck?
You kept us waiting. Your tombs gathered quite a lot of cobwebs and spiders. Best tidy up a little before you settle in for eternity. Ah, of course. Of all the forgotten knights who never came, you stand closest to the king. When you finally join us, you'll tell us what it was like to hear his voice, to share so many battles by his side. I won't deny my envy, but in death, you'll be our equal. And then we'll speak as comrades. I've no need to assume. Everyone dies, sooner or later. But yes, you're right. I suppose I had already decided your mission, whatever it may be, was bound to fail. Perhaps I was mistaken. Forgive me. I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. I've been resting in a tomb for the past 3 centuries, so not much, really. Unless, of course, you're pointing out that I'm not in my own grave. In which case, fair enough. But what can I say? I do enjoy the occasional posthumous strolls. I came to this tomb of my own accord, as did many of us. I knew our time was drawing to a close. The gates opened, and so I entered. I had a few words with Govanon and then headed to the crypt prepared for me. With my own gravestone on my back, I treated it as my penance.
Penance for what?
Sometimes, when men want something badly enough, they're capable of truly awful things. I killed 5 knights. Each one stood higher than me in the race for a seat at the round table. 4 I cut down during a tournament. The last I drowned in a river. He was drunk as a skunk. Didn't even comprehend what was happening. Quite the burden to repent for, wouldn't you say? Fine, lad. If someone's to watch over my corpse, I'm glad it's him. I imagine long ago he had more to do. It's been a while since anyone new passed through.
Sir Vast, the king and I want your service. Will you join us?
I see. You pity the wretch who never reached his dreams. How noble of you. Truly. But I propose something fairer. Let's test it. Your cause, my worth. If I lose with dignity, I am all yours. If you still consider me a good candidate for service, but if you fall, then you'll lie in the tomb that's been waiting for you since before you drew your first breath. So, what do you say? Splendid. Lost. Oh, how I missed that rush. As I promised, I'll serve the two of you. Here is my oath. I shall be ready to fight at your side whenever you should call upon me. Thank you.
Am I just gonna get a spell? Yep. Summon Servast. Interesting. Oh shit. Oh, that didn't kill me. Like I totally fucked up and fell off the bridge. When you hit an enemy with a melee, hold on. Damn it. I was hoping it was something else. Summon the Crystal Crawler. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Gavinon's chisel. Yeah, I fell off the fucking bridge. I legit thought I was dead. The game must have like one of those like X distances. Once you reach X distance, it's just insta-death. I know this sounds really stupid, but I'm gonna do this. Uh-huh. Okay. Get it. That is what it is. So that whole thing was to get Servast. Alright, fair enough.
wasn't expecting such a grandiose visit, my king, and I see that you were brought here by some lad. That's kind of you, stranger. But you'll have to pardon the mess. These halls ain't fit to welcome a king, nor the one who bears him within. Ah, Savas still lingers then. I'm not surprised. Some knights wear death like a cloak, and even the grave forgets to close behind them. As for the empty grave, every soul that walks this tomb finds their name carved somewhere. It doesn't mean the end is near, only that the place remembers who you are, even if you forget. When the body finally rests in the grave, the epitaph completes itself. You did? I was starting to fear that one day I'd have to descend to the lower levels myself. I try not to go that deep. Makes me drowsy. Sometimes I feel like lying down in one of the empty tombs myself. Thank you. It is a great honor to receive aid from the king and his companion. Here, take this. I hope you both will find it useful.
Ashen gear.
Safe trap.
Each mission point of health increases stamina. Physical damage by 10%. Well, it's not as good as Crystal Walker helmet. Attack speed by 10%. Increases maximum by 50 when your health is... Nope. Still not as good as Lancelot's. Kind of a bummer. Oh, you again.
It must be hard to be denied what you believed was your destiny. To spend your life chasing the unattainable, only to die unfulfilled. It's no wonder they can't find peace. There's a grave ready for all of us somewhere. Though, maybe not all of us get to see it before it's our time. Did it frighten you? Such a stark reminder of your mortality. Why? Not your kind of company? Don't worry. I doubt anything could make you. You'll rest where you choose, or where you fall. Some souls are meant to wander longer, to carry the stories forward, rather than be buried with them. Whatever you decide, I'm sure Avalon will remember. Go and seek the next of the fallen. They need you.
I don't think I have... I mean, technically I have that. If I wanted to finish the Alchemist quest line, I'm willing to just not finish it. Am I?
Meeting him made me reflect on one thing. How many great knights were swallowed by their ambition to sit at the round table. Somewhere along the way, things must have gone terribly wrong. If men could kill one another for something that was meant to be an honor, I pity the lost knights of this world. I'm glad this one will have a chance to fight at his king's side and serve me, as he always wished to.
You're welcome. Alright, here we go. To the Charred Conclave. I wonder if there's gonna be like a big story dump. I never found this. Give me a second. Did not realize it was getting late. Just had to turn off the light, switch to my other lights. Wait, hold on. I think this is the color that I used to use. maybe it was this one. Sorry, I was just messing with the colors of my lights. I have backlights behind my monitors that reflect against the wall. I intentionally didn't want lights that were too overbearing, because I've talked about this in the past. I have the way that our house is. It's located on... It's a corner house, but it's a corner from 2 courts. So normally a corner house, right? It's at the point, and then the roads are like that. This one, it's like this. So there's even more road here, because there's road here, and it goes like that. So like a huge chunk of both sides of our house are exposed to the neighbors, I guess. I guess is what you could call it. And I have a giant window right here, and the webcam's not even capturing. It's only capturing about like half that size, and that's the reason why I don't have my regular lights on too super late, because it brightens up outside, like you can see it. Whereas this lights that I have, I mean, you can, if somebody's looking, obviously they can tell somebody's here, or they can tell there's a light on, but it's not like massively overbearing or anything. It's not a big deal. I guess I gotta figure out how to get down there. Guess this is it. Here we go. If I do end up finishing the game, we'll just be ending the stream early. And as I mentioned this my last time I streamed, tomorrow will be a short stream anyway, because I will be going out with my friends. But, yeah.
So, you finally made it. Took you long enough. I hope you're ready, because this is it. The beginning of the end. This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive as scapegoats for the Red Death. It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand. Well, first, you're going to meet my former employer. We don't see eye to eye anymore, but we both realize that our collaboration yields results, as shown by you being here. He'll try to sugarcoat the hard truths I've been telling you from the beginning, spin them differently. Never mind. Why waste time here talking about it when you're just a step from the end? It's best if you just go forth and see for yourself. Just remember, this is the point of no return. Once you step through, there's no going back. But if you've come this far, I suppose you already knew that. Go on.
Thanks, game.
He's waiting for you.
AKA, if you have anything else left to do. Damn, that looks cool.
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choices, your determination. Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion.
Who are you, exactly?
Oh, forgive my lack of manners. I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, and the last archdruid of Avalon. I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. But names mean little. What matters is the task before us.
Okay.
What lingers here, it's older than Avalon. Older than anything we know. What you see is the beginning of weirdness itself. Its purest form, raw potential, unshaped by anything but its lack of boundaries and limits. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time. Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you.
Me? Me?
Yes, please let me explain.
Yes.
By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed. They feared losing what Arthur represented more than losing Arthur himself. They thought the king's essence would endure if bound to his relics. You can't pick and choose with a soul, but that's exactly what Merlin did. He focused on 3 parts of Arthur: his strength, wisdom, and courage. He left out 2 pieces. One, tainted by the Four Dwellers' magic, was deemed too dangerous. The other was his humanity, the most fragile part. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weaknesses, unfit for a king. Without them, Arthur became hollow. A king with power, but no heart. That way, Avalon's greatest failure was born. I tried, and I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. But the Four Dwellers' aspects was left to drift, untethered between worlds. Finding it needed more than magic. It needed someone like you.
Me?
The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. You can move through the weirdness, touch it, and return whole. That's why you found the king's soul, bound it to yourself, and came back. You flatter me. No, I couldn't have predicted all of that. I merely nudged the Red Church in the right direction and asked Caradoc to assist where I couldn't. I can see you're still doubting me.
What's your endgame?
I want to bring back our king. whole and complete. I want him to lead again and safeguard Avalon's future.
What if it fails?
It won't. This time, Arthur will be whole. A king must be more than power. He must be human. That balance is what will save Avalon. Because I've seen what happens without him. Weirdness preys on the weak, and the people are too divided to stand against it alone. Arthur is their only hope. Ever they're left without him, without guidance, chaos takes hold. Division festers. You've seen it during your journeys. If things continue this way, Avalon will tear itself apart long before weirdness finishes the job. They will follow him. That's what people do. When weirdness comes to their doorstep, they'll beg for a savior. And Arthur will answer the call. Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
I'm torn, honestly, because it is clear that, you know, Arthur did a lot of bad things. What the fuck? Arthur did a lot of bad things. Obviously he felt justified in doing so. But, you know, there was a lot of bloodshed. But at the same time, we played through the game with Arthur gone. And this world is fucked up. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna revive him. I know, saving, you know, siding with Camelot and all that shit. Alright, there's Caradoc. What you want?
I was there when it all began. When Arthur first set foot on Avalon. I was a knight in his army. We believed in him, in his dream, in his kingdom.
Your face looks low.
And for a while,
low quality.
Glorious. Every battle felt like a step closer to peace. Every sacrifice justified by the dream we shared. But then came the cost. The war crimes, the impossible decisions, the massacres, slaughters, and irrational cruelty. We turned from knights into butchers, all because his dream demanded it of us. At first I told myself it was necessary, that it was the price of building something great. But the longer it went on, the harder it was to believe. That's when I realized Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, or a king. He was just another man, no different from the rest of us. And no man should have the power to demand such sacrifices. But do you understand why I want it so much?
You feel betrayed?
I'd like to believe that after 600 years I've moved past pettiness. You need to understand that people thought, and still think, that he was more than human. But he wasn't. He made mistakes, just like any man. And the cost of those mistakes was always paid for by others. I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myths. They wait, they follow. They waste their lives on promises that never meant anything. But that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix Avalon or to free anyone. What comes after doesn't matter. Let it all burn. Let it rot. Let it rebuild. I won't be here to see it.
Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table can just crown someone new. Nope, I don't think that's the right answer. You think that people can stand on their own against the weirdness of the monsters? You want people to face adversity with that guidance?
Then let it. If this world can't stand without a dead king propping it up, maybe it deserves to fall.
Yeah. I think he's being a little extra petty. I mean, both sides are not good.
Arthur's the only myth that still holds weight. And when he's gone, the rest will rot with him. A puppet king, another empty throne, none of it will last. Maybe they'll keep pretending for a while. Maybe they won't. Let them stand, let them fall. It's not my concern. If the weirdness takes them, so be it. At least it won't be another king's failure. Another lie propping up a dying world. It'll just be what it is. And call it chaos, call it freedom, I don't care. Let them rise, let them fall. Let them tear each other apart. I just want to watch it all come down. To see the last lie collapse under its own weight. What comes after? That's for the ones still standing to figure out. I've lived longer than any man should. Seen more than anyone should ever bear. And I've waited centuries for this moment. This chance to end it all. To end him.
Or by the case that the people need Arthur, that they can't face the weird. Horan believes this resurrection will be different. He says it's the...
Orin's a druid. That's what they do. They believe. They believe in myths, in symbols, and some of them believe in saving Avalon. I don't believe it's my decision to make. Not Orin's, not Arthur's, not mine. I've watched this cycle turn too many times. I have no stake in what comes after, only in making sure this nightmare finally ends. We were fools to tamper with forces we didn't understand. Resurrecting Arthur, infusing him with powers of the weirdness. We didn't just bend the natural laws, we shattered them. Such violations of nature's order cannot go unanswered. The bill comes due, sooner or later. Always. This cannot be allowed to continue. Listen, it's taken longer than I ever imagined, but now, here we are. You've done what no one else could, what even I couldn't do. You've brought Arthur's soul back together, almost complete, but not quite. And because of you, I can finally finish what I started centuries ago. So, thank you for bringing us to this moment. You're close now. Just one more step. The last fragment of Arthur's soul is waiting for you. Complete what you came here for. And then, we'll meet again. As allies, or as enemies. That's up to you. Go. Find the last piece, and let's end this. Whatever comes next, I'll be ready. I hope you will be too.
Okay. Dang. I wonder if I'm going to have to actually go through a dungeon to find this last piece. Find his heart. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Well, I know I'm looking for his humanity. Bro, is that supposed to be Camelot? Dude. This is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not gonna run. Fisherman. Oh, what if this is Arthur? Oh, it's Hob.
You've come. The one who carries what's left of me. Please, don't come any closer. Don't force me to think about coming back again. Just let me finally die.
Oh, shit. Is Hob Arthur? That would actually be crazy. I didn't expect that. Why do you want to die?
Because I've had enough.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Enough of being torn apart and stitched back together. Enough of being used, shaped, and forced to be something I'm not. Do you know what it is like to be a king of nothing? To see the people you swore to protect suffer because of your choices? Or worse, in your name. I've seen towns burnt to the ground, families destroyed, all because someone thought it would serve the greater good. And they called it loyalty. They called it justice. I've been dragged through every dream, every lie they've built around me. And I'm tired. Tired of the weight, of the expectations, of all of it. And most of all, I'm tired of failing.
Alright, I guess we're just... Our character already does just accept this is Arthur, not... Wait, you're Arthur! To me, that right there... I mean, the fact that the character's not doing that... The game is respecting the player that we're smart enough to clearly obviously know that. I know it seems silly because it's very obvious that this obviously is Arthur, but there's gonna be gamers that be like, oh?
Orin wants a king, not me. He doesn't see the broken man behind the myth. He sees a symbol, a weapon to wield against the weirdness. But symbols aren't people. They're empty. And the more they're used, the more they hollow out the one who carries them. That's all I've ever been to Orin and the Druids. Do you know what it's like to be a weapon? To be forged, sharpened, and thrown at every problem?
And to be fair, I believe this isn't just, this is Arthur, this is his humanity, right? Because we were meant to go find all the fragments of his soul. This is his humanity.
He thinks ending me will free Avalon. But what then? Without an idea, a light to guide them, they'll stumble, lose their way, and turn on each other. People always seek something to follow, something to believe in. Take that away, and they'll tear each other apart trying to find it. Or worse, build something even crueler in its place. I want release. I want to stop being a tool in their endless struggle. Kill me. Destroy the last piece of me and use the energy however you wish. Take it yourself and become the new king. Give it to someone else. I don't care. Just don't let me come back again. Let me die. Not as Arthur. Not as the king. Just as a simple, normal human being.
You're the human part of Arthur's soul. Without you, he can't be whole.
Isn't that what you've been doing all along? Carrying what's left of him? You've already taken up the humanity I was meant to represent. Doesn't that prove Arthur doesn't need me anymore? I don't care. Do you know how freeing that is? To finally not care what happens next? Whether Orin gets his king or Caradoc gets his ruin?
That's old man talk.
To not feel the burden of all my failures. To not see my memory tarnished, my plans, goals, and ambitions dragged through the mud. To not see the suffering my name causes. No more deaths in my shadow. No more kingdoms built on my bones. Another way? There's always another way, isn't there? Another cycle, another resurrection, another lie to keep the world spinning. But please, not for me. Not anymore. I've had enough. I don't want another chance. I want this to be over. Do what you think is right. That's all I can tell you, because whatever you decide, it will finally be your choice, not mine, not theirs. And that's the only thing I've ever wanted. You hold the choice. I don't care who you side with, Orin, Caradoc, or no one at all. You have all of my soul. Use it. Take it for yourself, or give it to someone else. I don't even want to know. Do what you will with it. Just let me go. Let me finally rest. Let me die. Please.
Ooh, man. What do you guys think, man? Holy shit. I'm trying. I want to still play the game, making the decisions that I had been making the whole time. The DLC, I played very good guy for the DLC, but for the core game, I have been very pro Camelot, and sometimes that meant some very brutal choices. So I'm trying to think of what one would be like the most pro Camelot choice. I feel like it would be taking the power for myself. No? I feel like, yeah, it would be siding with neither Caradoc or Orin. Well, here's Orin.
Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
You could see through that face paint or whatever. The, his mouth moving.
Go on. He's waiting for you.
Oh, hello there.
Wait, who the fuck? Oh.
Let me go. Let me
I don't know why I totally thought this was somebody else. Let me do a hard save.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning. I require that one be made. You have brought all things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow.
What if I take the king's soul for myself?
You will be seen. You will be followed. You will be blamed. You will shape the world to become its witness. You will break the frame, and what follows will not remember you. You will vanish into the story you chose to restore.
I'm taking it. I think this is the right choice, based on how I wanted to play the game.
Then the idea shall be claimed, its shape worn, its burden made yours. But first, you have to bring silence to what refuses to be forgotten.
Yep. Gotta kill him.
If this is what you want, then take it, my friend. But promise me you will learn from my mistakes.
I mean, it's what he wanted anyway.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
Sorry, Caradoc.
You think any other human could wield this power? I endured 600 years of pain, of suffering, of loneliness. I made the sacrifices, me! And now you think you can take it from me? The hubris. No. I reject your claim.
Oh shit.
I will reforge Avalon. Perfect this time.
I'm about to fight King Arthur. Bye-bye.
You took Arthur's power for yourself. Whatever drove you, need, ambition, or will alone, the strength of a king was now yours to command. Maybe you weren't ready. Maybe nobody ever is. But you decided to try. It's a heavy thing, trying to do right where others have failed. Still, you stepped forward, carrying the soul and every choice that brought you here. You ruled not as Arthur reborn, but as yourself, flawed, resolute, untested. Avalon changed beneath your hand, and history will decide what that truly meant. The men here stayed in Kuenacht, but Yvain failed to rally the minds and hearts needed for his Grail quest. With no clear leaders and rising tension, both Kuanacht and Camelot grew fragile.
We got the
drifting
tapestry.
toward
Endgame
division,
tapestry.
with no one left to hold the line. You awakened the giants and gave their strength to Camelot, ending the Dal Rita rebellion before it could ignite. In time, a new generation rose among the tribes, learning to coexist under Camelot's banner, no longer feared as savages, respected as part of Avalon's future.
Cool.
Virgas remained captain of the Horns of the South. Under his leadership, the Horns honored their old traditions and returned under Camelot's banner, securing order along the southern frontier. Nianta left Kuanacht with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Maggot chose to remain in Kuanacht, and the people stayed with him. Over time, they grew to trust him and often sought his wisdom. In time, he took on an apprentice, planting the first seeds of a new druidic tradition.
Oh shit.
Urfra left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, despite concerns about his age. His fate remained unknown, but the people admired him for finding purpose at the end of his life, and spoke of him with lasting respect. Ailey turned to the merchants for support, and for a time the hospital prospered. But when they began charging patients for care, she walked away and opened her own small practice, refusing to serve profit over healing. With Helmi as the new matron, the Volca returned to their former glory with renewed ferocity, their berserkers filled with an aggression that stirred quiet fear among the other tribes. Among the united tribes of the Dal Rita, the Volca were treated with equal parts awe and mistrust, seeming to teeter closer and closer to madness. Ingui turned away from the eternal sleep, choosing life over dreams. In time, she began to rebuild the Thoid among the living, planting the first seeds of a new future for her scattered people. Under Strana's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dal Rita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. With the Stagfather slain and the old bonds broken, Balaam led the Svine towards a new path. He opened the tribe to the other clans of the Dal Rita and guided them to settle in the Mather mines. You accepted the mycelium's offer and let the spores consume Sagramor's body. Now the kingdom lies under fungal control.
One of the cool
its
zones.
People connected, obedient, and slowly fading into the roots that feed the spores. You placed war at the head of the children of Morrigan. Under his leadership, the guild abandoned secrecy, waging open campaigns of domination in Morrigan's name. Avalon's cities and strongholds fell one by one as faith and fear reshaped the land. You made a pact with the Fordwellers, freeing them only once they agreed to leave behind their knowledge. One was lost to madness, but another fulfilled the promise, placing a stone woven with the song at the feet of the Stone Wardens. Through it, the craft survived into a new age. You and Bjorn remained together, sharing a quiet life until the end. No great songs were sung of your days.
I forgot.
Only the simple bond of two souls who chose each other. Killian served as quartermaster of the Horns of the South, until one night his thirst for blood drove him to murder a fellow keeper. He was caught in the act and brought to a swift end. O Queen Cinnamon Sage never forgot the bond he shared with you. Proud of the path you chose, he built a small shop near your grave, and in quiet moments, still spoke to you as he once did. A friend loyal beyond the bounds of life.
What a game. See, you're taking all the credit, but only if it's good. Pretty good. What a game, folks. What an incredible game. Woo! Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. And everybody behind this game, the dev team, everybody. And the voice work as well. Amazing job. And I can't wait to play whatever this new DLC that's coming up soon is as well. I'll definitely be jumping in to check it out. Game's great. If you're a fan of like the Elder Scrolls style games, or you know, games like that, or just the Bethesda style games in general, this is a game to check out. Fantastic. I would have liked, I mean, the tapestry at the end is awesome. I love when games, especially, you know, there's a lot of choices that you make in the game and that you get the full tapestry at the end. That's great. But there were some that they still didn't really talk about. And then some of them made no sense because they clashed with the choices I made, I guess. But that's alright. Still really, really cool. Absolutely liked it. I'm not sure I did choose the best ending. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be fighting Arthur. He was going to be like, no! Maybe I should have gave it to somebody else. I mean, I guess Arthur himself would have probably, the piece of the soul that I did have, would have wanted to follow Orin. Because that would have just been the full resurrection. But then we don't know how he would have reacted because, and I realized I'm having a headache. The only caffeine I've had today is this Mountain Dew. I think that's part of the reason why I've been so damn tired, dude. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and for those of you on YouTube, thank you for watching through this playthrough of Tainted Grail. This is awesome. I am going to go ahead and make a separate video for a full like thoughts and review on the game. So keep an eye out for that as well on YouTube. But as far as the stream goes, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I had said that if I did beat the game, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. I'm also really tired. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, but I'll be on late tomorrow. I mean, I'll be on by this time, but... or at least I should be. But yeah, we'll think of something since Neo 3's not out yet. I mean, I guess I could play some Mass Effect 2. But we'll come up with something. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.